Alrighty guys, hi, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day today. We are yet again in my car, and that's because I really wasn't planning on making a video about this. I really wasn't going to talk about it, but the more and more that I think about it, the more that I feel it probably should be said. If you're new to my channel, I've never really talked about dogs aside from my own, or tried to judge other people or talk about other people when they are mistreating their animals. And the reason I don't often cover topics like that is because it's too emotional for me. I get either too mad or too upset, and I end up showing too many emotions and like being a blubbering mess depending on what I'm talking about. But after watching a couple other creators' videos about Nikki and Dan Phillippi, I may be mispronouncing that, I'm not sure. I've never heard of them before until now. If you're unfamiliar with them, they are currently in the midst of getting quite a bit of backlash over how they handled a situation with their dog. So I'm going to give a quick rundown, and then I'm going to give my opinion, and I'm going to hop off of here. This is going to be a relatively short video because I find myself, when I'm thinking about this, getting extremely sad. So this is a family vlogging channel. They recently had a child. They had a bull terrier, and from what I have gathered, it was initially the husband's dog but became a family dog when they got married. And the dog's been healthy. He's 10 from my understanding, so he's not an old dog, but he's older. They had a child recently, and I'm not exactly sure what the circumstances were, but the dog bit their child. I haven't gone too far down the rabbit hole to know if it was a serious injury or a non-serious injury. Either way, the dog bit their child. And their decision in dealing with this incident was to do a photo shoot with this dog and the child and to euthanize this animal. I don't understand. I really don't. Because especially when you have platforms the size that they do, we all know that they're making a bit of money. They could have done a number of things to prevent from taking this dog from having any life further. They could have easily rehomed the dog if they had put in the time, the effort, and the energy to find someone. The reality is they did not, and they decided it was their decision. They have their excuses as to why that was not an option, which are merely that. To me, they are just a list of excuses, trying to excuse their behavior, trying to appease their following and people who have become aware of this, who are outraged, and in my opinion, rightfully so. They had the financial resources to even pay for a trainer if they felt a trainer would correct the behavior. The last decision most people have when they're faced with an issue, whether it's a behavioral issue or any kind of issue with a dog, is they try to mitigate the situation. They try to find a solution. For these people, the solution was to take a photo shoot and then announce to everybody that you put your dog down because of an incident. I understand if an incident happened and they didn't feel comfortable or safe having that dog in their home around their child anymore. I do understand them making that decision. I really do, but I do not understand the decision to not try and rehome the animal. To me, I can't even understand how they jumped to, he just doesn't deserve to be alive anymore. If you've been on my channel for any period of time, I have unfortunately been faced with having to make that decision out of unselfish reasons because my animals were sick. Last July, I had to put down my male husky, Gizmo, because he got cancer. And due to what the vet said, he probably wouldn't have survived any kind of chemo. And we had to make the decision. And it was a hard decision. And clearly, it's still one that I struggle with. And it makes me upset. It makes me upset that people who are put into that choice to make, how traumatizing and upsetting it can be. But some people just don't care. Some people, in my opinion, really shouldn't have animals. They don't deserve the unconditional love that animals, dogs, cats, whatever animal you prefer to own, bring. I felt it was important to say that I did not support and I do not agree with how they decided to handle this situation. If you are ever faced with something like this, please seek out your humane society. Please seek out rehoming pages. Please seek out rescues, because more often than not, if you tell them that your ultimate choice is, if they don't take the dog, that what you're going to do is that they will take the dog and find a home. If children are a trigger for the dog, they will either put the dog into behavioral classes if they feel that that dog would suit that, or they will find a home for the dog that would not have those triggers. When you get a dog, please be aware of what behavioral traits the dog is predisposed to. I'm not going to continue to sit here and mope about this. I'm not going to sit here and continue to try and bash these people. That's not my intention. I'm not going to start talking about animal stuff because clearly it's just something I can't. I get way too emotional over, but this is just so publicized. And they are trying to excuse and defend their choice. And I feel important, since I do have a small platform here, to just say I do not support, agree, or even understand their behavior. I hope I have been able to make enough sense in making this video. I know it's a short one. I know I'm down in the glooms, and that's because I really don't do well talking about this stuff, because it hits too many chords in my heart. It's just, animals are something that I really cannot look at unbiasedly and talk about unbiasedly and give people the benefit of the doubt when they carelessly make decisions like this. I hope you guys understand that. I hope you see where I'm coming from. And I hope you guys are able to have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you guys are. The next one will be better, I promise. But until then, bye guys.